Hello and welcome everyone to yet another one of my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. videos. So over the past period I've gone with so many videos on both news and speculations of the 5th season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I guess it is time to bring you a consolidated video with everything we know so far in the upcoming season of the show. I will be creating more videos with a similar title every once in a while if there was more to add to the list of things we will get to know later on, especially during Comic-Con. But before I get started, I'd like to remind you that it is as usual much appreciated if you drop me a like, if you end up liking the content of this video, and if you subscribe if you want to see more of my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. review, news, and theory videos. I would also like to remind you to click that sexy bell-shaped icon next to the subscribe button underneath this video to make sure you're notified of my new videos as they come online. Now to cut a long story short, here's everything we know so far about the 5th season of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Number 1. We know that the Fitz and Simmons relationship will be relatively put on the back burner for a while. After the events of the 4th season and everything that happened with the framework and with HYDRA, it seems tensions have hit close to home with these two nerds. It seems as well they'll be working together on the majority if not the entirety of the 3rd season in more of a colleagues kind of relationship than an actual romance kind of thing. The producers have indicated that this is all about them both working through their issues with all that has happened so far. It seems as well from all that's been said that while a line might be drawn there, it's not final, but is rather a phase they'll both have to go through before they can go back to being an item. But moving on to number 2. I've never watched The Walking Dead, and with the show having so many seasons at hand, I've made the decision to go for a full binge once the show comes to an end. But with such a strong show, it is pretty clear why everyone was pretty excited as Norman Reedus, who is best known for his role as Daryl in The Walking Dead, joined the 5th season of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Reedus will be portraying the very first Ghost Rider known in the Marvel Comics, Johnny Blaze. Now the extension of the Ghost Rider family in the show to include Blaze indicates that the Marvel TV universe has big plans in the future. Those plans could be a future Ghost Rider spin-off or the introduction of big Marvel villains associated with the characters, including but not limited to Mephisto and Blackheart, on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. of course. Now with how bad in my personal opinion the Nick Cage Ghost Rider movies have been, this counts as a new chance to do the whole Ghost Rider comics in a new and improved light. Johnny Blaze has already been Easter egged on the 4th season of the show in its very first arc, with the Quentin Carnival poster, the familiar Johnny Blaze leather jacket, and finally the dismantled motorcycle in the basement where Lucy and her husband went looking for the Darkhold. But moving on to number 3. It seems that Grant Ward won't be coming back. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. producer Jed Whedon confirmed that due to scheduling or personal issues or other shows that take their people away, they weren't able to bring Ward back and out of the framework. Now a lot of articles out there seem to take that statement at pure face value and didn't take a deeper look into the statement. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has managed over its 5th season to bring Ward back as part of the framework over the Agents of HYDRA arc, but that seemed to be it for the character. Bringing him back and out of the framework as indicated by the producers as of recently would mean a Darkhold element to it, just like the case was with HYDRA, and that would mean the characters would be inherently evil or the worst version of themselves in a manner of speaking. However, here's the thing that I've mentioned in a video before, and I'm sorry to be a bit repetitive here. The framework has opened a can of awesome for the show. What the DC CW Arrowverse shows have been doing with all these multiple Earths and all these different versions of some of the characters is something that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. could totally adopt. Now opening this door to a Marvel multiverse would definitely give the show a lot to work with, allow it a whole lot of versatility throughout the upcoming season and hopefully seasons to come if it were to be renewed for more. And it is that kind of possibility that would help the show work along all these scheduling and personal issues. Ward could be back for an arc. Hell, he could be back for multiple arcs, sometimes as a good guy and sometimes as an evil one depending on what Earth he comes from. The same could go for Trip and other deceased characters on the show, like Jeffrey Mace for example. We could even see versions of existing characters, Harrison Wells style, different portrayals and different attitudes, not necessarily about good and evil here. But moving on to number 4, Chloe Bennett has recently tweeted, "My pitch, Daisy either needs a puppy or a boyfriend who stays alive in this dimension." Now I'm not sure who she meant by alive in this dimension. If she's talking Ward, then he's dead considering the framework has been unplugged, destroyed, and is no more. On the other hand, if she's talking Robbie because a romance that seemed to be sprouting there, then I guess it's clear what she meant. However, that's not even the important part. The thing is, Daisy has so far been unlucky in love. She was in love with Ward and he turned out to be evil, then she was in love with Lincoln and he died, Then she decided to have some feelings for the guy who has a deal with a demon, and that didn't seem like grounds for a feasible relationship. And finally she might have started developing feelings for alternate reality Ward, but that guy wasn't real anyway. I'm personally guessing this tweet might be an Easter egg for what is to come in Daisy's life on the 5th season of the show. I'm just hoping she gets to be director of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. But finally, moving on to number 5. The writer's room of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been in session for a while now, so preparation for the upcoming season is already underway. There's no news yet though on what the show will offer us on its 5th season and whether or not it will still adopt the 3-arc style that we watched in the 4th season. I for one would totally vote for that kind of thing. It worked so well in the 4th season and there is really no need to fix it if it ain't broken. Now I'm guessing confirmation of something as big as whether the first arc will be more of a Prison 42 arc or more of an Agents of S.W.O.R.D. arc would be the kind of thing they would leave for Comic-Con. But with that being said, let me know in the comments what you think of the announced and possibly hinted developments for the 5th season of the show. Let me know as well if you want me to bring you these kind of updates and my opinions on them every time they are available. But until I see you next, thank you all for watching and have a great day.